Alright, so in this recording, I want to show you how to get started using Flipgrid. And Flipgrid constantly is being updated. It's such a current platform to use in instruction and even just for leisure as well. So just so you know, this is May 2019. This is currently what Flipgrid looks like right now. And let's go. So this is a platform, flipgrid.com. Once you get here, if you're an educator, so I teach for and I train for Nashville Public Schools in Metro Nashville here in Tennessee. All right, and so what you would do is you would go to your educator login and you would put in your information, and because we're a Microsoft district, you would log in through Microsoft and you'll come right to this platform. So this is the landing page. You're going to see all of your classrooms, that's what I like to call them, but they're your grids, and currently I have 9 grids. All right, and so once you're here, you probably won't have any grids here. You'll start from new grid. All right, and we'll kind of go over what these other headings are, but I love the layout of Flipgrid because it's this simple. You have 5 different views once you get here, and that's it. All right, so right now we're looking at our grids. Let's see what happens when we create a new grid. It's going to ask you for a community type. All right, and here in our school system, we would choose school email. This way, students or anyone you want to join your topic or your grid, they would have to log in using their email. So here in Nashville, they would log in using their Microsoft or their school email to access the grid or to record. There's 2 other options here. If you were to make a public grid, you would use the PLCs or the public version, and then there's another version here for student IDs. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and use the school email. All right, and then you would just name your grid. So I'm going to call this grid, my name's Mr. Finney's, let's say Finney's Music Classroom. Okay, all right, and then it generates a code or flip code. This is the link that would access my classroom or my grid that I'm making right now. You can change this, and if it's available, it'll let you know. So Finney, let's say Finney 2019, and it's available. So next. So now that would be the link to get to my grid. All right, and here, so this is probably the most important part. So since we chose email or school email, that's the community that we chose, we're going to have to tell Flipgrid which emails will be allowed to access this grid. All right, so our email domain is at mnps.org. So all the teachers, or either like I would be bfinney at mnps.org. So because that's our email domain, I hit enter. Now anyone with that email domain can access this grid. All right, let me add, now if you're in Nashville, you're also going to want to put at mnpsk12.org if you're using this with students, because our student domain is different. All right, after you do that, those are the 2 email domains that can access our grid. Launch my grid. Your grid is done. It's created. You can share it here. You can view it as a student. All right, or you can go ahead and edit some other features, but really you're done. I'm all set. My grid is created and it drops me right inside of my grid. All right, so here I can always click on this, and if you hover over, Flipgrid is so great, it'll show you what this means. So I can view the grid as a student. Okay, and this is, we picked email domain. All right, it's logging in with my email. So this is what my grid would look like for my students. And right now we have 1 topic in there that Flipgrid gave us. Okay, you can also add co-pilots. Co-pilots would be other teachers that you want to also have access to this grid, and they have editing rights too. Once you're here, it's time to make topics. Now, all that means, so we have a classroom, and that's where we're inside of. And inside of the classroom, we have assignments or activities that our students respond to. And right now, Flipgrid has given us 1 activity or 1 topic that our students can respond to. We can keep that, or we can trash it, okay? And all of your actions for what you want to do with these topics are right here. Okay, you can duplicate it, you can move it to another classroom, another grid. All right, so let's go ahead and pretend like we're making one from scratch. So we're ready to make an activity for our students to respond to. So our topic title could be, let's say we're doing just a fun activity, your favorite artist, your favorite musician or favorite artist, okay? You can add a topic tip to help them, when they're creating their videos. You don't have to. The only two things you're required to do are to give it a topic title and also to tell them what you want them to do or what do you want them to record, okay? So they need directions. All right, we can edit how long or how much time they have to record. They have up to 5 minutes, so we're going to keep it at 2 minutes. And let's say in this topic description, we're telling them, in your video response, share with us your favorite musician. This is just in case. Musician, vocalist, okay? Remember. So just some items that I would always do is like, you can say, remember to, 1, speak clearly. You could say just things to think about. Look at the camera. And 3, be prepared. So you can come up with your own things, but just different things you want your students to be able to see or think about when they're recording, okay? So it could be anything, and you can add a link here. You can make it bold, so you have some options there. After that, so topic privacy. If you click this means this topic is moderated. So when students submit their video, they won't be able to see it. Only the moderator or only the creator, the teacher, would see it. And then you would approve if you want the rest of the students to see it. So we're just going to leave that off. We want it to populate and appear as soon as they're done. We've already selected our community type. The topic will be active right now and stay active forever. Now we can add, this is really cool. So if I hit another topic, let's see if I have one open. I don't, so I'll just show you what this looks like. So we can add a visual or a video or anything we want to our topic just to make it attractive and even to help them when they're creating their responses. So we're gonna add a GIF. So let's say artists. Let's say music. Put music. They're giving us their favorite musician and we're just gonna grab one. Okay, this guy looks like he's happy. Okay, you can insert a link if you want to take them somewhere. So inside the topic, if they need to go view something or they need to watch something before they submit their response, you can drop that link in here. And then features, video features. All right, so after they record their video and before it posts, it's going to ask for a selfie. All right, and they can add drawings or stickers to their selfie, or you can just leave it empty and they won't do anything. But I want you to see what's going to happen. So we'll say stickers. All right, video reactions. So when other students or when you're viewing, you can drop a mic with that emoji if you really like it. They can watch their views and track them. Students can respond to other student videos. And then this is so students can actually give their video a title if they choose to. Okay. All right, and right now, if we drop a link, it would be public. And that's everything, okay? This bottom, I normally don't mess with the feedback area, but let's see what it means. So basic feedback, provide basic feedback on a response based on student verbalization and clarity. So this is where you can kind of create a rubric or kind of create how you want to assess their videos, okay? All right, but we're good. Create topic. That's it. So it's giving you a link that you can share. The first link is going to be for your classroom. The second link would be for the topic. So this would take them right to their assignment or the topic that we've created. Got it. Here we go. Here's our topic. We don't have any responses yet. Let's view this as a student. So we're going to click on the flip code, log in, just like I'm a student. And this is what your students would see. Okay, there's our directions we gave them. Our link would populate here too. We gave them that. There's my GIF or whatever we decide to put there. And then they would click this to record. Okay. All right. I want to show you one more thing. So once our students are inside, we're viewing as a student right now, they can always go back to our classroom. So say we have other topics we want them to go to. At the very top of the screen, it said back to Finney's music classroom, and that's where we're at. And we see all the different topics that we have inside of this classroom. All right. Okay, cool. So let's go back to the teacher tab so we can see. Here we go. Or I was already there. There we go. So this is the teacher view, and I can always tell because this view down here looks different, and we don't have the green plus sign. All right, let's go back to my grids, the main page, so we can see all of our grids. We have one additional grid that I just added. Okay, there it is right at the top. All right, I hope that was helpful. Really quick, I do want to go over these top tabs so you know what they are and what else is inside of Flipgrid. So the activity tab is going to show you the activity within your account. So that's all of your grids together. Okay, how much activity is going on inside of your account. You can kind of read this. All right, recent videos. So we're looking at, this is using all of my grids. So, okay. All right, and then achievements based on my activity inside of Flipgrid. So I have quite a few achievements. Those are the ones that are illuminated. All right, we've already talked about my grids. Mixtapes. So say we want to create, a mixtape is just a place to showcase responses or videos. Okay, so create a mixtape and add videos from any topic in any grid and build your own playlists. Okay, so instead of thinking just like music tracks on a mixtape, we're thinking about videos. All right, disco libraries like our discovery library or our marketplace. You're probably familiar with that term. So the cool thing about this is we can shop for topics that have been made anywhere. So other teachers, other educators that have created topics that they thought are really cool and they want to share with you, they'll be here. And then you just search, okay, like any other marketplace. Okay. And then Grid Pals. This is awesome. This honestly blows my mind every time I check this out. So what this is, so it's going to show you, and we're going to back up. You keep seeing the plus signs added. These are other Flipgrid users all over the world, and you can connect with them. All right, and that's what this is showing us. So if I click on, let's go up here into Canada. All right, this is Sandra. Hello, my name is Sandra. That's your last name. And I teach grade 6 and 7. It tells you where and her subjects and how you can connect with her through Facebook. And then after reaching out to her, then you guys can start a topic or whatever, collaborate. Let's see if it'll let me go. Yeah. So it'll take you, this is what's amazing. So I'm over here in Africa, and let's see, look at this. Flipgrid's being used. You can see America's blowing it up. But all the way over in Africa, let's see if we have any down in South America. A couple. Australia. Yeah, look, there's South America and Australia. This is just really neat. In Asia, let's see if any populate. Not as many. Okay. All right, but this is really cool. You can connect with people around the world. All right, that's what our grid pals are. Okay, let's go back to my grids. And that's it. I hope that was helpful. Yeah. And if you have a technology specialist in your district, or if you're in Metro, you can always contact me. But if you have a technology specialist in your district and they're not using this, please share this with them. This is such a powerful resource, and it's being used all over our city here in Nashville. So, and the kids love it, students love it, and teachers do too. All right, so take care.